I was outside last night and I saw one of the UFOs dancing in the sky. I know it's Orion, but who's really behind Orion? Is it the Greys? I listened to one of Alex Collier's videos, and he mentioned how the Greys came to all the governments of the world, and the governments of the world don't realize that they lost right at the very beginning when they negotiated with these Greys. Mr. Collier mentioned how the Greys are a dying race, and he mentioned something along the line of how they're using us to keep their race alive or something like that. And that would explain maybe the attacks, the missing people, the abductions, and the complete study of the human body. You got all these doctors and people, and it's been going on for a long time, of course, but it's, the whole, gang stalking 666 stuff. Well, that's who we are. And what they have probably done is they've made us feel like it's a psychological flip, like 666 is bad, that's what they've done, when it's not. It's us, it's our DNA, it's our body. Because I noticed that when you give blood away, they put that tourniquet around your arm, kind of like up on your where your bicep is. Yeah, that's kind of like goes with the Egyptians, because they wore bracelets around the upper arm, or whatever you want to call them. I'm gonna say the Greys are very, very culpable in a lot of the horse shit that's going on, to get man fighting man, this stuff going on in Syria and stuff. That's the Fertile Crescent, and we've been fighting over that stuff for, I don't know, long time. And I found out that ISIS is paid a ton of money to look for antiquities, and that's why they push people out of those areas. And then last night on Alex Jones, he mentioned how there was a general, I don't know his name, but 10 years ago he got on Democracy Now! And how he was informed how the globalists are going to tear down Syria first, Lebanon, Libya. I think there was like 7 or 10 of these 8 countries. I noticed that Israel wasn't on the list, but it was everybody else except them. So, I'm not Jew bashing or anything like that. I'm just pointing out that area is what's called the Fertile Crescent. And that's been fought over for so many years, guys. Then I realized, throughout my reading, that the Shroud of Turin has strontium-90 in it. And Alex Collier mentioned that the face of the Shroud of Turin is holographic. Now, if we kind of think about this, if strontium-90 was back then and we have it now, they've been spraying this shit for a long time, which is one of my videos where I show you, the chemtrails and the wagging stuff. And then it goes even further back to this ancient Chinese tapestry that these Chinese people saw up in the sky. So, it's a lot of things. The Greys, the globalists. And it just seems like right now there's like a massive lockdown you know, because they're implanting us, they're chipping us. We're getting a hit with everything. They want to cause war so that man fights man. I mean, and they're on a depopulation program. Because you're in the age of Kali Yuga, and in the age of Kali Yuga, that's when the population, that's what they do. It's a circular thing, you know. And then after Kali Yuga goes the Tetra, Tetra, and that goes up to 4,000. So, and then God only knows what they do there, and then the cycle continues. So it's like a big washing machine or something. So it's a lot. You know, Mr. Collier mentioned how the Greys, they're a dying race, and in my opinion, if we have a society that's helping these things, we have a problem. These things do nothing but rape, pillage, and murder using technology. And see, the thing is that they give the technology to the governments and our military not to really help us. I mean, although they'll throw out little blurps on YouTube and say how sonic weapons are going to help somebody with epilepsy or something, you know. So, I don't know, why did I do this video? I don't know. I think it's because I realized that, you know, within families, there's a big sellout of children, and I don't know. I know that children are being taught how to be gang stalkers. I've seen that. How parents are raising their children to do this stuff. And it's not just me recording it, it's other people as well. They see this stuff too. So, I know that we have a fake sun. We have a sun simulator. That needs to go. And I don't know anymore. I did see this little wonderful UFO last night. It was over here in my backyard, pretty much, dancing in the sky. Anyways, just a small chit chat.